Hello, this is this vlogger for a new thing I'm testing. So I'm doing trial runs on this channel for different video series. Yes, and what I'm going to be doing is reviewing the Doctor Who. And I'm just going to pull this up. Go sort it out. Let me sort my camera out. I should really do this test more better, but screw it. I was trying to because I have a better background for recording in, but more wide angle, a better wide angle. You can see my pack of Doritos there. Yeah, well, they're not official Doritos, but what is these days? Anyway, let's try and get the casing out of the way. Okay, that's the best you're gonna get. Anyway, I'm gonna review the. This is as a test series, so I'm gonna review the Beneath the Surface Doctor Who Classic box set. Now this is the excuse me 1 second. This is a classic Doctor Who box set of including the episodes Doctor Who and the Silurians, the Sea Devils, and Warriors of the Deep. So this contains all the episodes of the Silurians and the Sea Devils that are in classic Doctor Who. So anyway, let's have a look at the actual box itself that the box set comes into. This is the obviously the Sea Devil, and that's obviously the Jon Pertwee version of the Silurian. These are both the Jon Pertwee version of the Silurian and the Sea Devil. That was in the Jon Pertwee episode of the Silurians, which was Jon Pertwee's actually second episode, or second serial, or story, whatever you want to call it. I'm trying to get the camera angle right, sorry. Anyway, yes, and so it says Doctor Who up here, BBC DVD at the top. There's Jon Pertwee there in his Fine and Nicholas. He's actually my second favourite Doctor, because I prefer Doctor Who to the Thanks to Stephen Believe my fact. Go check out the video here. Yes, so click on the screen now. Click on the Doritos packet. Click on the Doritos packet to go to that video. Okay, you done that? Okay. Anyway, as we continue, so down here it says Beneath the Surface in some sort of reflective text. The Doctor Who logo is in that reflective text thingy as well. And obviously a green text here is the name of the videos in there. There's the PG ratings logo by the BBFO or something. Basically the British Ratings Board. The people who rate all the stuff. There's obviously on the sort of end label type thingy here, spine label, where you've got obviously a picture of Jon Pertwee's stuff, like from the same picture here. Doctor Who logo, but just shrunk down, like on both sides. Obviously a DVD and a code number, and BBC DVD and a code number. Obviously there's the rating and a BBC logo and a 2 Entertain logo, because 2 Entertain do all the releases for BBC DVD releases. And if you're wondering why it's a little scuffed and stuff, that's because I bought it second hand. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, on the other side is obviously BBC DVD again, Doctor Who logo again, and obviously this is the Warriors of the Deep picture. So obviously there's the Dalek Silurian, and if you haven't seen Warriors of the Deep, you won't get that, because pretty much their light there flashes every time they speak, like a Dalek does. And actually on the DVD commentary of this episode, they actually go, you can tell this is not, they actually say something about this is not being Daleks or something. And obviously there's the Sea Devil in its samurai type armour, well, obviously with its heat gun thingy. And obviously there's the same thing again as on the other side. And it's also a 4-disc set. So today it's going to be 3 parts of this episode. Sorry, I've actually rested it on my chair, which is one of those obvious features. Anyway, we're going to also... This is 3 parts of this going to be, so I'm going to review Doctor Who Silurian, the actual box of the box set, and Doctor Who and the Silurians in part 1, and then part 2 will be the Sea Devils, and part 3 will be the Warriors of the Deep. And this is just going to be the boxes, the physical thing I can hold in my hand is that's what all it's going to be. I'm not going to review the episodes because I don't have very good judgment of that stuff. Anyway, this is the actual front cover of the box. Obviously, PG and DVD video logos. I think they have to be on there by law or something. I know the rating has to be on there by law, but I'm not sure about the DVD video thingy. And obviously down here is the common classic thingy. It shows a picture of the Doctor from the episode, and obviously the name of the actor, and the tenure and the start of their tenure and the end of their tenure. And obviously it has a logo, and obviously the little logo is this little banner down here is the different colour between episodes. Let's actually look at the art on the actual front of the box. So obviously we can see here is the dinosaur they use in the episode, and the Silurians use that dinosaur as a sort of defence mechanism. There's the Silurians, which these aren't the Dalek Silurians. No, they are not. There's a picture of the Earth right there, and there's a picture of the Doctor, and there's just some weird glow shit in the background. Jump over Doctor with anyway, and obviously up here is the classic sort of, console room with all the circles, and obviously the Doctor Who and the Silurians, and obviously BBC DVD at the top. On the back is some stills of the episode. So obviously there's Bessie next to a helicopter. There's a Silurian. There's the Doctor and Liz Shaw. There's the dinosaur, and then there's the Doctor looking back while he's driving Bessie. And anyway, Doctor's starring John Pertwee. On the back here it says by Malcolm Hawke, and obviously there's a brief description of the episode, which I'll read out to you. Exiled to Earth and now working for UNIT as their scientific advisor, the Doctor is summoned to an underground research centre at Wensley Moor to investigate a series of inexplainable power losses. Initially suspecting sabotage, he soon discovers that the nearby cave system conceals a colony of an ancient reptilian race called the Silurians. Awakening from hibernation which has lasted millions of years, they are now intent on reclaiming Earth from mankind. Anyway, and it also says down here, I'll get to the special features in a minute. Also says down here the date it was broadcast on, and which was on BBC One between the 31st of January and the 14th of March. So this episode was recorded in the 60s but broadcast in the 70s. Yeah, that's the problem with the John Pertwee. It was obviously recorded in the 60s and stuff. But as I said, he is my second favourite Doctor, and it's also produced by Barry Leitz and directed by Timothy Combine. Anyway, the technical specs is 4 aspect ratios 4:3 and 16:9. The main soundtrack is English, mono and stereo. Disc format is DVD 9x2. So this is the only 2 discs set out of the both of them. So so that times 2 probably need 2 DVD 9 formats. It's approximately 175 minutes, and that's probably just for the actual episode itself. The series itself the story itself not including the special features. Region is number 2, and it uses colour and PAL, which is the TV format we use in the UK. And its subtitles is English for hard of hearing, and it's also copyright 2008 BBC Worldwide Limited MCPS, distributed under license by 2 Entertainment Video Limited. And obviously there's the reason why it's a PG, which is parental guidance, which is what the full name of it is. General viewing, but some scenes may be unsuitable for young children. Well, this is but before you go, it's a kids show. No, it's a family show. There's a big difference. Kids shows are sort of all happy. If you want a kids show, go check out CBBC or CBBS over here in the UK. If you want a family show, go watch Doctor Who, because that's a family show. Mainly, it's got a bit of gore and stuff in it, but not too much to scare the kiddie winks, but still enough to make it exciting for the older viewers of the family. And obviously it's got a bit more copyright information and a barcode, blah 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 blah. Legal gubba gubbas. Anyway, the special features conclude of a commentary by Caroline John, Liz Shaw, Nicholas Courtney the Brigadier, who is now dead sadly. The actual actor Nicholas Courtney is dead. I mean, he was pretty much one of my favourite. He's pretty much one of my favourite companions of the Doctor. Yeah, he's dead. Peter Miles, Lawrence, I can't remember which character that was, Jeffrey Palmer Masters. I know it's not Roger Delgado, which he's also my favourite Master, but he's this sort of governor fish who does something really idiotic, and you'll find out if you actually watch the episode. Timothy Combine, director, and Barry Leigh, producer, and Terrence Dicks, script editor. What lies beneath? Cast and crew explore the socio-political climate of the 1960s shaped this story of how the late 1960s shaped the story. Also featuring the new series writer Paul Cornell and former MP Roy Hattersley. Going underground, the story's producer, director, and designer discuss the problems of creating caves in the TV studio, now and then comparing the story's locations in 1970 with how they appear today. But this was created in 1969, like the filming and stuff, so let's just say 1969, 1970, let's just say that. Now and then, comparing musical scales, look back at the era of musical experimentation in Doctor Who. Colour Celorin Overlay, a feature explaining how the story was restored to its full colour for this DVD. I actually found out that it was still during the junking of Doctor Who where, they got rid of a load of the stuff in the archives because the people running the archives at the time were complete idiots. And actually, just so you know, the first thing I would do if I had the TARDIS would go back and record each episode of all the lost files and stuff, and then just have it in my own personal collection and just gloat. Yeah, and so to the BBC for millions of pounds. I bet the richest guy in Britain or something. I bet the richest Doctor Who fan or something. Isolated music. Carrie Blayton's score is available on a separate music track. Ooh, fancy. And this is the computer special features. So just stick it in your computer and it will do stuff. Radio Time Billings, original listings from the Radio Times, DVD, ROM, PC, blah blah blah, Mac. Well, technically Mac is also read-only memory as well, which is what ROM stands for, read-only memory, which means it can only read the memory, it can only take the memory off, it can't put memory on. Photo gallery and production subtitles, coming soon trailers, and digitally remastered picture and sound quality, which pretty much is on all the back of the entire set I've got. I've got even more in that drawer there. That drawer I'm pointing to. The one beneath the Doritos. Well, the fake Doritos, anyway. Let's have a look inside the box. Inside the box you get a little pamphlet. It's a leaflet pamphlet thing with obviously a description about the episode, and obviously Doctor Celorin as again as it on the front of the box, and obviously same artwork as in the box and same little banner. Anyway, inside you get a little description of the actual stuff, like the director and the actors in there, and obviously what some of the special features are, and obviously what's on each disc as well here. So obviously, this is actually just what's on the special features of the disc. And on the back of the booklet pamphlet thing, you've obviously got the same stills as you had on the back of the box, but just in a different order. And obviously you've got all the chapter titles and stuff. Well, not chapter titles, chapter points and starts and stuff. And obviously for any more information from BBC on that number, blah blah blah, or visit their website, and that's obviously the code. And if you see that little A there, it means which DVDs have the particular box set. So obviously, Sea Devils is B and Warriors of the Deep is B. And the reason why Warriors of the Deep is because it was the to get the box set was the cheapest option. So, yes. So actually, inside the box is on two sides of the casing. So not that little flippy thing which I prefer, where you can just like flip the disc over like that. We should flip the disc over like that. I prefer that, but So obviously here's the disc in your standard box. The actual push pins are different on each thingy, which does annoy me, but I have a CD which sort of like Now, so you just sort of push like that, down like that. It's the classic one. Obviously take the disc out. Yeah, disc shiny. And obviously put the disc back in. And obviously the disc contains the same artwork, but on this disc it's just the same artwork as on the box cover, but without the Silurian obviously, and the Silurian's moved over to this area here. And obviously this one's got all the, but this one's got sort of different slight design of the sort of information on it. Anyway, that was the Beneath the Surface box review of the actual box, and the Doctor Who and Silurians DVD review box review. Anyway, I'm going to end this video now because it's pretty much been 15, nearly 16 minutes. Okay, remember to subscribe, comment, and like, blah blah blah. Done.